Hello everybody, it's Christine. It's time for a Scrapbook Process video, and I just finished. I'm not sure when I'm going to publish this yet. I may do this first part of July, so if that's the case, this is actually way in advance. But I literally just finished a layout. It was actually for iron crafters, and I had to use wood veneer, and I pulled out this February 2023 collection from Scrap Room, and I used almost all the papers except for this page here, which I really love these little pieces. And then I used these papers here, and I had torn them, and I thought, you know what, this is a perfect little base for a layout. So I am going to use this. Let's see if I can do this as a base for a layout. I kind of wanted to do this though, y'all. How did I have that just a second ago? I shouldn't have moved it because that's how I liked it. Was it like this, maybe? Shoot. Now I might think about it. Basically, I want to use these papers here because I think they look good. I may have to come over like this. Maybe that's what I had. Something like this, maybe. And maybe I can do that. But I wanted to use that, and then I had all these stickers. So I have to figure out how to use all these stickers. So that's kind of my plan. I'm also going to gut this because I want to use this as a mat behind this. But then I'm going to pull out all these little words. I'm going to gut it, and then I'm going to cut a bunch of these little guys out here. So let me trim this down, gut this, and double check myself here. I wanted to leave these little white mats on. I may have to trim them in just a little. I don't know, because I don't really want to mess with that too much. I wanted to keep this kind of simple. So what if I do something like this, y'all, and come across? That might work. Yeah, that's not bad. All right, so let me do a little trimming here, and I will be back on in just a second. All right, gang. So this does go pretty quick. So I've got my little black cardstock trimmed down a 1/2 inch there, and I've mounted that on the little, it was cupcakes, you know, I don't know if you remember that, but it was cupcakes, but I'm not really caring about the cupcakes. So, and I did gut it, and I've got the little word paper up there, and I'm going to cut those in just a minute. You'll see that. I'll cut away, then I'll come back and they'll be cut. But here's where I'm kind of organizing these layers here. And I do put the, well, you can kind of see what I'm doing. I got the black, and then I've got the red. I'm kind of just offsetting and stuff like that. Now, I left those photos with their little white mat there because this whole layout was supposed to be about being fast. I might have overcomplicated it just a hair with the stickers, but because I was thinking really hard about it. But in the end, actually, this whole video is only 9 minutes, and I didn't actually cut too much out. So I did like this little border strip, and I kind of struggled with it because I thought about making it a shelf up for the photo and all that kind of stuff, but then I decided, no, that was fine. So I put it at the bottom because it does end up holding a little embellishment cluster. Now, y'all, Miss Saturn has decided she really wants love, so she's going to kind of get all up in our business right here. But she was being so sweet, I didn't have the heart to kick her off just yet. I'll kick her off in a little bit, but right now she's kind of cute, so I got to pet her, so she's supervising. I took that little banner thing. I don't know what that's supposed to be, really. I don't know if it's lights or little bubbles or what it is, balloons, something. But anyway, I put that there because I'm going to tuck the little title love down in there in just a minute. So I wasn't 100% sure. I thought that was actually separate letters, but it's not. It's all one piece. So I'm going to tuck that down kind of in there. And then I'm going to grab some of these florals. I may grab the truck next. I'm not honestly certain because I will build out a little embellishment cluster down there in the lower left with the truck. And y'all, the truck has nothing to do with nothing, but it's just cute. So that's going to go down there. And then I'm going to use the florals. I'm going to kind of fill out my spot to the left of love. And I will put a little bit of florals inside my truck too. So let me see what I got going on here. Here's where I'm looking at these little florals. I think those ones stay up there. I'm going to kind of tuck those in there. I should have added a little foam under something up in there, but I do add some enamel dots later, so I get a little dimension and all that. Here's where I stuck another little floral down in the truck, and then I do like this little jar. Now, I'm going to cut away because I had to go work, honestly. This was just before work time, and I looked at my watch. Did you see that? And I got to go work. So this is now kind of my lunchtime, and I've come back, and I've got foam on the back of my picture, or I've decided to put foam on my picture, and I've already cut out my little words. You can kind of see them all kind of in a row over there. And I just used my cutter to cut the row, and then I used my scissors to kind of cut the words apart. So it didn't take very long, and I tried to make sure I didn't have duplicates. I won't use all of them. They don't all fit, but I just wanted to have my options here. So I ended up putting, you stole my heart, cutie pie, I adore you, 100% lovable, you and me, be mine, I love you always and forever and always. And I will tell you, I tried to avoid like Valentine-y ones. Now, granted, be mine is kind of a Valentine phrase, but like I didn't really want it to be Valentine-y because this is not Valentine's. This was, it's May. So there's no hearts or anything like that. It's just, they're just a couple. So I'm just trying to illustrate that. So I'm trying to avoid, quote, really too much Valentine feel to it. But I thought these words were pretty good. Now, I really wished on the left side I could have staggered them just a little bit more. But you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. It's cute anyways. And so it is what it is. Let's see. So I'm just going to, I'm going to glue these down. I'm going to use my tape runner to, basically glue them down. And what else am I looking at, y'all? Oh, I put a little foam up underneath the one that goes over the truck. But I'm going to use my tape runner right here. That ATG is going to be a little bit too wide. I probably should have cut some of this out because there's no real reason. Also, I'll tell you about the pictures now that I'm just doing this little bit here. So this is my daughter and her beau. And they are at an event. I've mentioned a couple different times here. She is one of the top 7% of Herbalife, so she gets to go to all these kind of cool events and stand on stage and do all this stuff. And he is joining her in that. It's Herbalife, so they get to do all kinds of fun stuff. She was really excited. They won some awards and got their picture taken and all kinds of stuff this time. And I think they got to talk on stage too. I didn't get to go to this particular event because they went to the one out of Houston. And I am not in Houston. I'm in Dallas. So I'm sad, but it is what it is. So that is the picture. And they always like to have pictures made. They're so cute. All these kids anymore. And they take good pictures too, some of them. I mean, he has a good phone too. I mean, some of the pictures she sent over, I was like, dang, that's a good picture. These are not as good. I think it's the lighting because it's clear they're kind of in a room with stage lighting. So it's not great lighting, but they look cute anyway, so I don't care. I did use the little jar with the hearts, and I think that is so cute, y'all. It kind of reminds me, just the other night I took a little video. We were outside, and we saw fireflies, and I don't know what it is about fireflies. They're hard to find anymore, at least here. So maybe if you're in the country, that's kind of what I'm thinking, because I used to see them as a kid all the time, but we lived in East Texas, so maybe that's why. And now we're in the city, and it's just not really nearly as prevalent, so we get real excited. We have a lot of trees in our neighborhood, so I can only assume them little bugs like the trees. So we saw some little fireflies, and I thought they looked so cute. But it made me think of it because my cousins used to take the bugs and stick them in the jars, and I think lots of people did that. You poke holes in the top, so they fly around, they light up inside your jar. But anyway, that's kind of what that reminds me of. So I've got my little Forever and Always down there, and this is where I'm going to start putting these white enamel dots. I will tell you, they're little... I wished I'd had a little smaller size, at least one smaller size. I don't know why, but it just felt like it might have been nice, but I don't. I just kind of got these little bit larger ones, so that's all right. We're going to put this around and just kind of, sprinkle it around. I almost did the white paint, but I thought, I did that in the last layout with this particular collection. So I'm not going to do it on this one. I'm trying to keep it simple and fast, right? So that is all I'm going to do this. Oh, I take it back. I'm going to put a little bit of journaling. I'll just put the date, May, STS, Houston, Brooke and Seth, and I'll just put that kind of underneath the picture here. And then that is all I'm going to do the layout, y'all. And this layout didn't take me very long, except for the fact I had to get up and leave. So maybe in total 20 minutes or so. But I think this turned out really cute. I'm happy with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have no idea what day I'm going to have this go up because I've got so many layouts coming and 30 days of sketches and all that. So who knows? So whatever day of the week it is, I hope you have a good one. And we will talk to you next time. Bye.